The following program is sponsored by The Greek, Ely's Radio Shack dealer at 570 Altman in downtown Ely, and brought to you as a public service by Georgetown Media in Ely, Nevada. Special White Pine County Commission meeting, June 19th, 2020.
All ready? Travis, you ready?
Yep.
And Lori, you ready?
Yes.
So we're just gonna go ahead and, got it? Good afternoon and welcome to the Special County Commission meeting on this Friday, June 19th. Would you all please stand and join us in the pledge? Lori, why don't you lead us today?
Thank you. Be happy to. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and as per normal, we'll go ahead and open the meeting with a moment of silence, prayer, meditation, whatever you'd like to call it. Okay, we will now open the meeting. And the first item that we have is public comment. Is there any public comment today about today's meeting? Anybody on the phone? Jennifer?
Not that I can see.
Okay. Please come forward and state your name.
Sure. So the mic?
Yes.
So my name is Dr. Brian Hamilton. I live out in Baker. And I plan to use my public comment to speak about racial equality and racial justice. And you guys will be seeing a lot over the course of the next year. Today is Juneteenth, which is June 19th, which is the day that 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, all slaves actually received word that they were free. So this will probably become a holiday day of remembrance in our lifetimes, I think. But we've had in Baker, my daughter Ava and I have participated in 2 Black Lives movements, marches, Black Lives Matter marches, and we're doing one right out here. You guys are welcome to join us after the meeting if you're still out there. We'll be circling the park and stating our truth. But what I want to kind of talk about today was one comment I get a lot is, why is it Black Lives Matter? Why isn't it all lives matter? And people are shouting that to me out on the street, and that sounds like a very, it's a very logical thing, right? So of course all lives matter. Of course blue lives matter. But the real issue is that one group, black people, African Americans, have been singularly oppressed for the last 400 years. And Michael Che is a comedian, and he has a good line about, you don't go to a cancer march and say, all diseases are equally valid. You deal with the problem that's in front of you. If there's a house on fire, firemen don't say all houses matter and distribute that water evenly across all houses. They deal with the problem. And I think a lot of us don't really, it sounds appealing to say all lives matter, but Black Lives Matter really means dealing with the oppression of this one racial group. And sometimes as humans, believe it or not, we're pretty emotional creatures, and we tend to come from a place of emotion. And one thing we do when we see Black Lives Matter is we subconsciously add the word only. And that creates a very strong emotional response. We're not saying only Black Lives Matter, But a truism that's going around right now is that until Black Lives Matter, all lives do not matter. And that's all I have to say today. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Want to say anything?
George?
I hope you listen to that gentleman. All matters matter. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I want to again remind you that the county needs to solicit a newspaper that is fair and balanced. I paid for classified ads back on April 7, 2020, and the editor still fails to put them in the paper. That's fraud. If they don't want to be in business, pull their license. On one hand, they solicit one's business, they don't perform, they advertise what if America didn't notice, public notices help expose fraud in government, dishonest businesses, unfair competitive practices, participate in democracy. How about hypocrisy? Mr. Chairman, has your fire chief had a chance to inspect the ingress egress on Avenue D, accessing Highway 93 near the new Holiday Inn? The road is much too narrow to allow an emergency vehicle to access, let alone a large fire truck or ladder truck. The Holiday Inn is a 3-story structure. I want to remind you of that. The city has failed miserably to address the issue. There's no proper ADA access along the Van Camp junkyard. The curb and gutter, excuse me, the curb should have been installed back another 6 feet to allow for a wider road. The county and the city needs to hire engineers and inspectors who know what they're doing and abide by codes that they've adopted. You need to find out who inspected that, who designed that, and correct the problem. That's way too narrow. The stop sign keeps getting run over. They put a boulder to protect it, now the boulder's on the sidewalk. How is someone with a wheelchair gonna get by there? Mr. Chairman, you gotta address that. Mr. Chairman, the convention center is putting a new parking lot, new design. Does not meet minimum ADA requirements. They took out the walkway. They need to put it back. They just now put in the stop signs. I thought they were waiting for something special. The way they're put in now, they could have been put in there that way months ago. I want to know who inspected it, who designed it. We got to stop these games. Mr. Chairman, the building inspector needs to follow up and start enforcing rules and regulations. Keith Carson continues to have horses within the city limits. This is just across the street from where I live. He continues to put, or has put, modular homes in a trailer park when I can't put a modular home on my 36 or 40-foot wide lot. I'm in compliance with the ordinance that the city has. Your building inspector, your half, either needs to clean up his act or you need to let him go. This discrimination's got to stop. How many times have I got to tell you that? At the last RPC meeting, the Planning Commission meeting, I brought up some concerns. One of the things that bothers me is we've paid thousands of dollars for a sound system and you've yet to have it installed. What's the problem? You can't hear some of those members. How many times have I got to tell you that? I tell them the same thing. They say they'll speak louder, but they don't. Either we install the system or you find something that works, because what we've got now is not good at all.
That's your 3 minutes, George. I just got the signal, so thank
Can
you
I get
very
some
much.
answers, sir?
Thank you. Any other public comment here in the audience or anybody on the phone? Jennifer?
No.
Okay, hearing none and seeing none, we'll move forward with, on page 2, item 1 is discussion for possible action, the approval of the canvass of the vote for the 2020 primary election held in White Pine County, Nevada. Nicole Baldwin, clerk. Nicole, please.
Thank you very much. I linked up yesterday evening and handed out to you today, and there's copies for the public at the door, a copy of the abstract and breakdown of votes for the White Pine 2020 primary election held on Tuesday, June 9th. I said it once before, I'll say it again, this was a fantastic election. Clerks across the state loved everything about it. opposed to a normal election day. And after thinking about it, well, we have a high turnout for one, 44%, but after thinking about it, I think A, it was easier, and B, this election is 100% accurate when it comes to a recount. Actually recounting the ballots that the voter actually marked themselves, I think, is the only way to get 100% accurate recount, that's my opinion. So I'm letting you know that we had at the time of the election 4,810 voters, 2,128 voters turned out to vote, which gave us a turnout of 44.24%. We had that full number, 2128 in mail ballots. You probably recall same-day registration became a thing in January of this year. We only had 7 people take advantage of that opportunity. And I just added this last piece of information because it was something we usually don't deal with as much as we did this time, but ballots needing signature cures. We had 46 of those. Those are ballots that either came in without signatures, or we had a lot of husbands and wives sign each other's ballots, which makes them uncountable. And signatures that drastically changed, look nothing like the original signatures. So we had 46 of those. Of those, 27 were fixed, and 19 of those ballots were not able to be counted because they weren't fixed in time. So the results are there. They didn't change. The outcome didn't change from what I reported on the evening of the 9th as far as local results. Guys have any questions?
Do you think we need to read each and every one, or do you want to go through them, or should we just canvass this and go ahead and ask for anybody with any questions, and then without, see if we can take a vote? How's that?
Yeah, I don't think we need to go through the
Okay.
races.
All right. So, does any commissioner have any questions on what the tallies are and how they were brought up? Nicole gave us a really good breakdown on it. So, does anyone have any question on the election and the results? Hearing none and seeing none, I will ask for a motion to accept the county clerk's canvass of the votes for the election of 2020, and I'd look for a motion for that.
Motion to approve the canvass of the vote for 2020 primary election.
Second. Second by Travis. I'll allow Ian, because he just got, do you have any questions on the election? And we just went over the amount of people that voted, the percentage, and the outcome. The clerk told us that it never really changed, so, because you're living.
Fine.
We have a motion, well, I just gave you that opportunity, because we have a motion and a second to accept the vote tally as by the White Pine County Clerk. Motion by Maury, a second by Travis. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Passed unanimous. Thank you very much for your efforts, Nicole. That was
Thanks so
very
much.
good.
Thank you, Nicole.
The next item that we have on the agenda is public comment. If there's additional public comment, if someone would like to make another public comment, either in person or on the phone.
I apologize for being late.
Oh, that's okay.
Was in the studio, had a new musician into town, and we were shredding away, and I looked at the clock and, oh God.
Well, you made it in time to cast your vote, and that's the main thing. So the election, I want to congratulate Shane, Roy, and even including myself. The election was true. The commission is doing a very, very good job. We've got a lot of work to do in front of us, but I am very proud and very pleased with this county commission and the way we discuss and we debate and we dialogue and we come to a conclusion without any real harsh criticism. We just each vote our own way, and I'm very proud of this commission, and I look forward to serving the next 4 years on it. So that being said, I'll ask for any other public comment. If anybody else would like to speak. George?
Thank you. Just finishing up here, Mr. Chairman.
That's fine.
I'm glad you're happy with the commission. I'm not. That's why I keep coming back. That's why I don't get any answers evidently, huh? You're doing a good job of stonewalling. Mr. Chairman, I want to remind you, Carol McKenzie now sits on the Regional Planning Commission. They're considering new regulations that affect us all. I want want to remind you that she has yet to address and fix her non-ADA compliant sidewalk located along the Main Street in Lund, which is a state highway.
We discussed that
The
time after
LDS
time.
church
No,
located a few blocks.
no more
further
discussion
put
on
in
that
better
item.
sidewalk along the same street, and they are in compliance.
George, no more discussion on that item. Please go
They
forward.
comply or resign. The planning commission needs to address these vulgar signs.
I wish there was something we could do, that's in the city.
You've got people on the planning commission, you're setting rules, all right? You need to address that. You got a fair and rec board, tour and rec board, you're bringing in people into this community. We're spending thousands supposedly with Main Street. You're going backwards, you're talking out both sides of your mouth. You can't have it both ways. Those that can't do their job need to go, so you make up your mind. Either address the issue, or you're gonna keep facing the same concerns, meeting after meeting. That's all I have for now, thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else with any public comment? Anyone? Everyone's okay? That being said, and this meeting coming to a conclusion, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. Motion by Shane, second by Ian. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you next Wednesday. And with the start of our first meeting after the new election, so we'll just move forward and hopefully all positive things come forward. Thank you all.
You guys can come march around the park with us. You're welcome to join us.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Bye. Where's the apps?
Zoom in next week, I'll be in Yellowstone, so
Okay.
assuming I'll have some internet out there.
Taking your picnic basket? That should be a beautiful time to go to Yellowstone.
Yeah, it's maybe when I was a kid, but I don't remember.
Oh, I love it up there.
This has been a Georgetown production. George Chatchis reporting.